Well, hello everybody and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live on this beautiful Thursday afternoon here in Westchester County, New York. I want to welcome you to the All 78 show this September 19th, 2024. Sit back for the next 2.5 hours or so with some cool 78s out of my collection. We opened up today's show with a flip side from, I think, the April 25th show. I featured a Kid Kings combo out of Nashville, Tennessee on Ernie Young's Excello label, their debut single, First of Nine. I didn't put the flip down here. Oh yeah, Banana Split. That was the A side. That was actually a hit. We heard the flip side called Skip's Boogie. It featured Ed Brooks on piano there, and that one there from October of 1953 on Excello Records. Kid Kings combo, Skip's Boogie, to open up the show for today. Now we're going to open up with the vocal portion here. This group from Washington, D.C., first recording for Bobby and Danny Robinson's Red Robin label, with the song Mary Lee. But in 1956, Robinson would lease some of their masters to Cecil Steen. Cecil Steen, he was the owner of Pilgrim Records, and he re-released Mary Lee on the Pilgrim label. And this tune, it features Ronald Miles on lead, and we just lost Ronald Myers earlier this year on January 8th of 2024 at the age of 87 from heart failure. But let's give a listen to this tune here. He's doing lead, June 56, The Rainbows on Pilgrim Records. Their tune is called Shirley. A good rockin' tune to open up the 78 show with. That's The Rainbows. The Rainbows, Ronald Miles on lead, June 1956 release on the Pilgrim label, Shirley. is the name of the tune. There's a lot of songs by the name of Shirley, I think. So John Fred and the Playboys comes to mind on from 1959, I think. Anyway, Johnny G losing his mind. You know, we count down the music chronologically here on the 78 show. We also do it on the Saturday night show. Have some flip sides, actually maybe about 10 flip sides from last couple weeks ago, last Thursday, when we did the 78 show. But here is one of those flip sides. Featured the Charioteers from August of 1941 on OK Records with their rendition of the tune I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire. That was their 9th of 13 for the OK record label, and featured the great Billy Williams on lead. Let's flip the 45. I'm so used to saying that. It's a 78. Let's flip the 78 over from August 1941. Going way, way back, the Charioteers on OK Records. It's called 1, 2, 3 O'Leary. Oh my, whoa, Mary, the Charioteers.
1, 2, 3, oh Larry, how the boys love Mary, 'cause they know when the lights are low. Oh my, whoa Mary. 1, 2, 3, oh Larry, though she's wise and wary, steal a kiss, then you steal a hug, and then whoa Mary. Mary had a little lamb, but that was long ago. Now I go where Mary goes, no lamb could love her so. Oh, 1, 2, 3, oh Larry, though the boys love Mary, it's plain to see that she just loves me. Oh my, whoa Mary. She just loves me. Fine little chick with a family tree. Gonna get hitched 'cause I love her so. The other gals I know have got to go.
Yeah, early sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, going way, way back to August 1941. Where were you in August of 1941? The Charioteers, their Charioteers on the OK record label, their 9th release. 1, 2, 3, oh Larry, oh my, whoa Mary. Yes, and Darren mentioned my Aunt Mary. Well, she didn't turn me on to these early sides. I kind of did that all myself. But again, the mid 1950s and early 60s stuff, my aunt had a big hand in that. As we continue here on the Thursday afternoon show, let's move up from 1941 to 1945 with another flip side. From a couple weeks ago, I featured Deak Watson and his Brown Dots on Irving Berman's Manor record label. out of Newark, New Jersey. I featured the side Let's Give Love Another Chance. Let's give a listen to the B-side of that 78. They're all singing on this side, and I think the solo voice you hear is Deak Watson that comes in. But this is the B-side to their debut single, written by Deak Watson and notable jazz musician by the name of Bill Tennyson. This is from May 1945. Deak Watson and his Brown Dots on Manor Records. It's called 31 Miles for a Nickel, the Subway Serenade.
You ride 31 miles for a nickel. Take a stop on down and visit Chinatown. You ride 31 miles for a nickel. The ride is great, the road is straight. Don't take the long way, maybe the wrong way. Feeling low and you gotta go. You ride 31 miles for a nickel. When the curfew blows and they close the doors, you ride 31 miles for a nickel. Snap the lock at 12 o'clock, ride 31 miles for a nickel. The ride is great, the road is straight. Don't take the long way, maybe the wrong way. Feeling high, you gotta fly, ride 31 miles for a nickel.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. And that's on the Manor label. That kind of, they're really rough, these Manor 78s, but that one didn't play so bad. May 1945, that's the B-side to the debut single for Deak Watson and his Brown Dots. 31 Miles for a Nickel, the Subway Serenade. What can you get for a nickel now? I don't think you can get anything for a nickel, to be honest with you. Maybe 1,000 nickels, that'll do. Johnny G here on a Thursday afternoon. If you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I see some new faces from last night. Had a big crowd on the 60s show last night. Thank you all for that, and thank you for the 11 new subscribers that subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let us continue. Here's move up another year to 1946. We'll call it a twin spin on Irving Berman's Manor record label. I have no information on this singer, though. And it's a cool jump blues tune. His name is Baron Bill. When I was looking for this, I was getting Bill Barron. No, Baron Bill is his name. It appears to be his only release. And this manner plays pretty nicely, kind of like a Roy Brown type of sound here, the early stuff by Roy Brown. But this goes back to July of 1946, a twin spin on the Manor label, Baron Bill with Run and Get a Preacher.
Well, I'm crazy about you, baby. Any fool can see. Listen to me, honey. Now, if you feel like me, you'd better run and get a preacher. Yes, get a preacher. I better run and get a preacher, 'cause I'm in the mood for love. I've been balling all evening, done spent up all my cash. Now we're sitting in the parlor holding hands and talking trash. You'd better run and get a preacher. Yes, get a preacher. Better run and get a preacher, 'cause I'm in the mood for love. Well, your folks think that I'm crazy, don't know what you see in me. Everybody's jealous just because you've chosen me. You'd better run and get a preacher. Yes, get a preacher. Better run and get a preacher, 'cause I'm in the mood for love. Lovely evening. We had lots of fun. I spied your pappy when he went to get the gun. You better run and get a preacher. Yes, get the preacher. Better run and get the preacher, 'cause I'm in the mood for love. Run, 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 run and get the preacher, 'cause I'm in the mood for love.
Well, we don't know if that holds true today anymore, but there you go. That's Baron Bill. Baron Bill, whoever he is, July 1946 release. That's on the Manor record label, Irving Berman's Manor Records out of Newark, New Jersey. Run and Get a Preacher is the name of the tune. Johnny G is your disc jockey for a Thursday afternoon. Thank you all for being here. If you dig what you're hearing, please give me a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. We do this show every other week, and we'll be getting more 78 shows. Going to be getting some more 78s. I'm looking forward to that and featuring them for you here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's continue here with another flip side from a couple weeks ago. We go to Baltimore, Maryland for the sound of the Orioles. I featured the A side of this, which came out on Jerry Blaine's Jubilee label in June of '53. The song was called One More Time, but the B-side was recorded at the Orioles' first Jubilee session. They held that session July of 1948, which is why I featured it after the 1946 release that we just heard. But this is actually, I want to send this one out to two of the listeners, Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat. I'm also going out to Casey Hines in Paris. This song was first recorded back in 1933 as done by Abe Lyman and his California Orchestra with vocalist Gracie Barry. But let's give a listen to this version as done by Sonny Till and the Orioles for Casey and Frank from released in June of 53, but recorded in July of 1948. The Orioles on Jubilee. It's called I Cover the Waterfront.
I cover the waterfront. I'm watching to see if the one I love must soon come back to me. Soon I cover the waterfront. I'm in search of my love, and I am covered by a starry sky above. Now when everybody patiently waiting, open and longing, well, how I did. Where are you forgetting? Do you remember and will you return? I cover the waterfront. I am watching to see if the one I love must soon come back to me. Girl, I am working on the waterfront. I'm watching. Yes, I'm sneaking by the starry sky above. Well, everybody patiently waiting, up and longing, well, how I did. Are you forgetting? Do you remember and will you return? I cover the waterfront. I'm watching to see if the one I love must soon come back to me. Must soon come back to me.
That's the great sound of Sonny Till and the Orioles. Sonny Till and the Orioles. That was released in June of 1953, but they recorded that at their first Jubilee session held in July of 1948. The Orioles on the Jubilee record label, I Cover the Waterfront. The song recorded by many others. Billie Holiday, the Ink Spots did it, Sarah Vaughan, Mel Torme, so many others recorded that tune. That one they're going out to listeners KC Hines, and also going out to Frank Chingaro, who's in our YouTube chat room. Frank is one of the co-hosts of the Rhythm and Blues Serenade along with Gordon Skagberg. That's on Sunday afternoons beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 to 5 on Radio Hofstra, WRHU FM 88.7 out of Hofstra University, spinning sounds like this. Also, you get to hear it on the stream, on the internet on WRHU.org. That's Sunday afternoons beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time for the Rhythm and Blues Serenade with Frank and Gordon. Also have to say that a radio station out in San Marcos, California, has picked up the archives of the Vinyltreasure show. That is KKSM 1320 AM out of Palomar College in San Marcos, California. They play the show for 3 hours from 6 to 9 p.m. Pacific Time and 9 to 12 Eastern Time. So you could check it out. Last Sunday morning, I was listening to my last Wednesday night show, so that was pretty cool to hear it. But you can check it out at KKSM 1320 AM on the internet. They also stream. Johnny G is here on a Thursday. Hope you're digging on the tunes. Please give me a thumbs up if you do. And also, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel as we count down the music chronologically here. Let's stay in the year 1948. And on the last 78 show, I featured Johnny Moore's Three Blazers, which featured pianist and vocalist Charles Brown, played Bobby Sox Blues. That was their second release on Leon Renee's exclusive records, came out in December of 46. Here's another I had on the exclusive label, came out in May of 48, again featuring Charles Brown on piano and vocals and Johnny Moore on guitar, along with Oscar Moore also on guitar, and Eddie Williams on the bass. This was their 17th release on the exclusive label from May 48. Johnny Moore's Three Blazers on exclusive records, the vocalist Charles Brown. It's called Don't Get Salty, Sugar.
Don't get salty, sugar. Don't give me that frown. Ain't my fault if other slick chicks like to gang around. Don't get salty, sugar. You'll regret your hate. Don't you know that competition proves you got good taste? Maybe I've been flirting. Gee, that ain't no sin. What do you care if they give out? Long as I don't give in. You know you're my honey. I ain't gonna cheat. Don't get salty. Sugar, 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 be sweet. I've been flirting. Well, gee, that ain't no sin. What do you care if they give out? Long as I don't give in. You know you're my honey. I ain't gonna cheat. Don't get salty. Sugar, 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 be sweet.
you go. That's actually a peppy side. Usually the Charles Brown's vocals are really mellow, like kind of like a smoky lounge style, I guess, but not that one there. There you go, May 1948 release. That is a Charles Brown on piano and vocals with Johnny Moore's Three Blazers. It's on the exclusive record label out of Los Angeles, California. Don't Get Salty Sugar is the name of the tune. Let us move into 1949 now. Fill a request for listener Casey Hines as we head out to the West Coast. This group first recording as the Four Bluebirds on Otis Renee's, I wonder, that's got to be Leon Renee's brother, Otis Renee's Excelsior label in April of 1949. They would approach Eddie and Leo Mesner, owner of the Aladdin label, and Aladdin Records was on Santa Monica Boulevard at the time, and they ended up having their first session in May of 1949 at Radio Recorders in Los Angeles, and the result was this release on the Aladdin subsidiary Score label, and was their first release under their new name. They were known as the Robins, and this is actually a cover tune, was a big hit for the songwriter Leonard Caston and his Big Three Trio, which was including bassist Willie Dixon. That was in 1948. But let's give a listen to this version by the Robins. It features the bass man Bobby Nunn on lead. We go back to May of 1949. We send this one out to Casey Hines. The Robins on Score Records, their rendition of the tune You Sure Look Good to Me. The Robins.
One morning I was on my way to school.
Don't go to school, baby, no girl, don't go.
It was early one morning I was on my way to school.
Don't go to school, baby, no girl, don't go. That was a Monday morning that I broke my mother's rule. You should've went to school, baby, yeah, girl, you should've went.
In love with you, baby, before I learned to call your name.
What is your name, baby, yeah, girl, what's your name?
In love with you, baby, before I learned to call your name.
What is your name, baby, yeah, girl, what's your name? You're in love with someone else.
I know it's gonna drive you insane.
Don't go crazy, baby, no girl, don't go crazy.
Ooh, wee, baby, you sure look good to me.
You look good to me, baby, yeah, girl, you look so good.
Ooh, wee, baby, you sure look good to me.
You look good to me, baby, yeah, girl, you look good to me. Please tell me, pretty baby, who made your lover be? Don't lie to me, baby, who is your lover man?
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye, 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 baby, yeah, girl, I'm going to school.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye, 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 baby, yeah, girl, so long.
Bye, 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 baby, bye, bye.
Bye, girl.
There you go. That's the first release as the Robins. There you go, on the Score record label. That's a subsidiary of Aladdin Records. That's the bass lead, Bobby Nunn, on lead there for that, May 1949. That's by request for listener Casey Hines. The Robins with You Sure Look Good to Me. Hopefully these 78s are sure looking good to you. The sound quality got better as we got further into the early 1950s. The shellac, a nice mint shellac record, sounds really, really great. Not so much when they start getting abused and used, but they still could play. You know, they take a lot of abuse, but they're too fragile. They're too fragile for me to spend like thousands. Well, I don't want to say I haven't spent thousands of dollars on 78s. Maybe when you add them all up together, yes. But I never paid more, I think, than $500 or $550 for a 78. But they are rare, and people have paid more. I know people have paid more. That 5 Sharps is really, you're never going to find that record anywhere. But that is truly a collector's item. Johnny G here on a Thursday. Thank you all for being here. Let's move into 1951 now with another flip side from a couple weeks ago. This group from Brooklyn, New York, they're called the Sugar Tones. I featured their first on Jerry Lipskin's Onyx label. Played the original version of the song Today Is Your Birthday that featured the female lead, Jane Taylor. She was on lead. This is the flip side. It features a male lead who I think is Tommy Cook. I think Tommy Cook is the lead singer on this, as he did the up-tempos. Let's go to September of 51 now. The Sugar Tones on the Onyx label with the male lead. It's called Annabelle.
You're just a plaything, Annabelle, but such a gay thing, Annabelle, your baby face, your eyes of blue. Who could replace a little doll like you? I'm glad I found you, Annabelle. When I'm around you, it's a swell feeling. Don't ever go breaking the spell. You're my Annabelle. You're just a plaything, my Annabelle, but such a gay thing, my Annabelle. Your baby face, your eyes of blue. Who could replace a little doll like you? I'm glad I found you, my Annabelle. When I'm around you, it's a swell feeling. Don't ever go breaking the spell. You're my Annabelle. 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 You're my Annabelle.
That's September 1951 release there for the Sugar Tones. Sugar Tones on the Onyx record label, not Jerry Winston's Onyx label. Annabelle is the name of the tune. Yeah, it's sounding really crisp and clear on that shellac 78. Well, let's do a twin spin with the Sugar Tones. As I mentioned, I played the flip side of Annabelle a couple weeks ago, called Today Is Your Birthday, and I sort of prefer the original version of that. But let's give a listen to the resung version of the song. Came out on the OK record label in May of 1952. It features Jane Taylor on lead. These are the Sugar Tones, the OK release of the tune Today Is Your Birthday. And if it is, happy birthday and happy belated birthday. Jane Taylor on lead.
Today is your birthday. I wish you happiness. Today is your birthday. I hope it brings the best. This birthday song belongs to you, and with a heart that's true, I hope this song will bring you joy and make your dreams come true. So here's to your birthday. May you have many more, with all the blessings heaven has in store. Be happy on your birthday, and I'll be happy too. Here's many happy birthdays to you.
Today is your birthday. I want to wish you all the happiness. This day is your birthday, and I do hope that it brings the best.
Be happy on your birthday, and I'll be happy too. Here's many happy birthdays to you. Today is your birthday. I wish you happiness. Today is your birthday. I hope it brings the best. This birthday song belongs to you, and with a heart that's true, I hope this song will bring you joy and make your dreams come true. So here's to your birthday. May you have many more, with all the blessings heaven has in store. Be happy on your birthday, and I'll be happy too. Here's many happy birthdays to you.
Today is your birthday.
and I wish you happiness. Today is your birthday, and I hope it brings the best.
Be happy on your birthday, and I'll be happy too. Here's many happy birthdays to you.
There you go. That is the original there. Sounds the best. I prefer that. That's the one I prefer. The other one's good too, but I prefer the first one. But we heard there the Sugar Tones. First we heard the May 52 release on the OK record label, the resung version, Today Is Your Birthday. Then I decided to flip over from September 51, the first version on Onyx Records, Today Is Your Birthday. Well, if it is your birthday, happy birthday. I just celebrated a birthday. You know, it's no fun getting old, I will tell you that much. But let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We stay in 52 with another flip side. On the last 78 show, I featured this great group out of Detroit, Michigan, recorded for Sid Nathan's Federal record label in early 1952, played their fifth release, Are You Forgetting? That one there, a request for listener Chris Reed, with Hank Ballard on lead. Let's flip the 78 over. It features Charles Sutton on the flip. This is written and arranged by arranger, songwriter, and guitarist Alonzo Tucker from November 52. The Royals on Federal Records. It's called What Did I Do? The Royals.
My sweet baby said goodbye, and her leaving makes me cry. What did I do? That's why I feel so blue.
It's Charles Sutton and the Royals there from November 1952. It's on Sid Nathan's Gold Top Federal record label, song entitled What Did I Do? That's their fifth release on the Federal record label. Let's move into 1953 now. We head to Chicago, Illinois, to Leonard Allen's United record label. This group had 7 releases on the United label. Let's give a listen to their 5th. The group included William Shorty Hill, Paul Lindsay Holt, Floyd McDaniel, and lead singer Thomas Braden. And this is a tune he wrote. We go to September of 1953 for the Four Blazes. The Four Blazes on United Records. The tune is called Ella Louise.
Ella Louise, Ella Louise, Ella Louise, I love you. Ella Louise, Ella Louise, I love you. Ella Louise.
I broke a man's heart, never thought it could happen to me. I broke a man's heart, but never thought it could happen to me. I've met the wrong woman and I'm just as unhappy as I can be. I thought love was a game, could be forgotten most any old time. I thought love was a game, be forgotten most any old time. Since I've met this woman, I'm about to lose my mind.
Sounds of Chicago here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. You know, I get kind of normally say Blazers, but it's Blazes. They have one release that says Blazers, so I don't know why they called it Blazes if they forgot the R. But anyway, there you go. September 53. That's Thomas Braden on lead with the Four Blazes, and then I think I have one with the Four Blazers. That one there on. That's Leonard Allen's United label. Darren also owned the States label and other labels. That's Ella Louise from September 1953. Let's stay in 53 with the flip side from a couple weeks ago. This group from Brooklyn, New York, first recording for the Royal Roost label back in 1952 as the Calvin Brothers. With their next release, they would change their name to the Five Bills. Featured the B-side to their first release on the Brunswick label. It was called Can't Wait for Tomorrow. This was the intended A-side, which is a cover song. This was actually a big hit a pop hit for Teresa Brewer on the Choral label, the tune written by Sidney Prosen. Let's go to February 53, the Five Bills on Brunswick Records, and their rendition of the tune Till I Waltz Again with You, the Five Bills.
Till I waltz again with you, let no other hold your charms. If my dreams should all come true, you'll be waiting for my arms. Till I kiss you once again, keep my love locked in your heart. Darling, I'll return and then we will never have to part. Oh, it may break your heart and mine the minute when it's time to go. Remember, dear, each word divine that meant I love you so.
Till I waltz again with you, just the way we are tonight. I will keep my promise too, for you are my guiding light.
Break your heart and mine that minute when it's time to go. Remember, dear, each word divine that meant I love you so. Till I waltz again with you, just the way we are tonight. I will keep my promise true, for you are my guiding light. I will keep my promise true till I waltz again with you.
As February 1953 release there for the Five Bills. They're Five Bills on the Brunswick record label. That is the intended A-side, a cover of the Teresa Brewer tune, Till I Waltz Again With You. Now in 54, they recorded for the Jaguar label as Four Brothers and a Cousin. Then in 55 as the Five Cats for the RCA record label. Johnny G is your DJ. Thank you all for being here. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Click that bell so you get notifications when Johnny G goes live. Also, tell your friends about it. And this is the show that's done every other Thursday. So 3 shows this week. I'll be back Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till midnight with 1950s. Whoops, Barbara's calling me. She's going to have to wait as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And let's move to 1954 now. And I have 1078s from this 1954 block. And we head to New Orleans, Louisiana for this first group, discovered by A&R man for Imperial, Dave Bartholomew. First recording as the Humming Four in 1952 for Imperial. Then in 1954, the group would record as the Hawks. And the group included Alan Fatman Matthews, John Henry Morris, Dudley Royal, William Thrower, Albert Veal, and lead singer on this one, Joseph Gaines. This was the group's second release for the Imperial label from April of 54. Let's give a listen to the Hawks on Imperial. It's called She's All Right.
She's all right. She's all right. She's all right. She's all right. She's all righty. She's all righty. She's all right. She's all right. She's all right. She's all right. She is all right. All right. All right. She can cook. All right. And she looks. All right. She can dance. All right. Big romance, alright, and she loves, alright, little bug, alright, she's alright, she's alright, she's alright, she's alright, she's alrighty, she's alrighty, she's alright, she's alright, she's alright, she's alright, she is alright, alright, alright. She can sing, alright, have her thing, alright, shake your hand, alright, understand, alright, take a nip, alright, she is hip, alright, she's alright, she's alright, she's alright, she's alright, she's alrighty, she's alrighty, she's alright, she's alright. She's alright, she's alright, she is alright, 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 she got a job, alright, she works hard, alright, give me money, alright, call me honey, alright, she's so fine, alright, and she's mine, alright, she's alright, she's alright. She's alright, she's alright, she's alrighty, she's alrighty, she's alright, she's alright, she's alright, she's alright. That's the sound of New Orleans here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, April 1954 release. Those are the Hawks on Imperial, She's All Right. What did I say? That's their second release for the label. They also backed up other Imperial artists. I have a couple of 45s, one by Joan Scott, I think. Also, they backed up Dave Collins as the Scrubs, and I think Tony Barcia said the Hawks were also the Four Kittens. As Johnny G is spinning his 78s here for a Thursday afternoon, we do this show every other week. Let us continue. Told you that was the first of 10 from the year 1954. Here's another flip side from the last 78 show as we go to Harlem, New York. This group had two releases on Jack Bergman and Saul Bolton's Gem Records out of New York City. I played the A side of this. There's a second called Only a Miracle. Let's give a listen to the B side here before it goes back down in the no humidity basement. This is directed by jazz composer, music arranger, trombonist, and singer Fred Norman. They're known as the Four Bells. The Four Bells from May 54 on Gem. It's called My Tree.
That means a lot to
called The Four Bells. The Four Bells on the Gem record label from May 1954. That's their second release. My Tree is the name of the tune. And there you go. It's fun finding 78s out in the wild. You can't go wrong spending 25 cents for a 78 like that. And plays pretty decent, too. Wouldn't call it stone mint, but it plays pretty nice. Johnny G here. On a Thursday, we are in the 1954 block. Let's stay in Harlem, New York, with another flip side from a couple weeks ago. Featured the Crystals on Charles Lopez's Luna label, which was out of New York City, with the killer ballad side called Come to Me Darling, featured Earl Wade on lead. Here is the jump flip, and I have it on a flexi. If you want to collect 78s, flexi or semi-flexi is the way to go. They sound the best, and they are non-breakable. Under most conditions they are, but these vinyl 78s, they play fantastic, I have to say. And this one later came out as the Opals, when they realized there was already a Crystals group on Deluxe. They had to change their name. Let's go to May of 1954. The Crystals on the Luna label. This is the jump side. It's called Squeeze Me Baby.
Well, squeeze me, baby, squeeze me all night long. Squeeze me, baby, squeeze me, baby. Well, squeeze me, baby, squeeze me all night long. Squeeze me, baby, until the break of dawn. Well, squeeze me once, squeeze me twice, squeeze me, baby, 'cause it feels so nice. Well, squeeze me, baby, squeeze me all night long. Squeeze me, baby, and Gabriel blows his horn. Well, mama, 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 where did you stay last night? Well, mama, 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 where did you stay last night? The reason I wanna know your clothes don't fit you right. Hey, zan zoom zan zoom zan zan, 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 Suzanne, 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 Suzanne. Well, mama, 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 where did you stay last night? Well, mama, 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 where did you stay last night? Squeeze me, baby. The reason I wanna know your clothes don't fit you right. Well, squeeze me in the morning, squeeze me in the night, squeeze me, baby, oh so tight. Well, squeeze me, baby, squeeze me all night long. Squeeze me, baby, till Gabriel blows his horn. Squeeze me, baby, squeeze me.
There you go, the sound of the Crystals. The Crystals from May 1954. That's on the Luna record label. Squeeze Me Baby. The 78s play 100% better than the 45s, I will tell you that. And again, this was re-released as the Opals, and they would also have another release on Bess Berman's Apollo Records as the Opals. We are in the year 1954. Let's go to this next singer. She was born Cynthia Coleman in Newark, New Jersey. She first sang as a member of the Coleminaires. They had 5 singles on High Siegel's Timely record label. This was her first secular release, and with this release, she became Ann Cole. It's her first of 4 on the Timely label, a tune recorded by so many artists through the years. It's an old Irish tune published way back in 1913. The lyrics were by Fred E. Weatherly. and it's her debut single as Ann Cole. I got to apologize in advance. The condition isn't the greatest. It plays okay, but she has such a fantastic voice. Actually was owner of Baton Records, Saul Rabinowitz. He heard her timely releases and was so impressed. He actually tried to find her. He went looking around to find her and contacted her and said, look, I want you to record for my Baton label. That's how she ended up on Baton Records. But here she is, her first release under the name Ann Cole from April 54 on the Timely label. Her rendition of the tune, Danny Boy.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountain side. The summer's gone and all the leaves are falling. It's you must go and I must buy. But come ye back when summer's way down in the meadow and all the leaves hush as white as snow. It's all there in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, I love you kind of so.
There you go. That's Ann Cole. Ann Cole from April 1954. I might have that on a 45. I don't have all her 45s. I think I have two. I'm not sure which ones, though, but she had four. That was her first on the Timely record label, Ann Cole, with her rendition of the tune Danny Boy. We are in the year 1954. Here's another flip side from the last 78 show. I featured the Larks. The Larks on Bess Berman's Lloyd's record label, subsidiary of Apollo Records, played their second of six for the Lloyd's label. If It's a Crime was the name of the tune. It featured Eugene Mumford on lead. He's also singing on the flip side, actually together with the baritone Orville Brooks. And it's with Bobby Smith and his orchestra from June 1954. Here are the Larks on the Lloyd's label. It's called Tippin' In.
I'm tipping in, tip, 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 tipping in, tipping in,
Wonder if she'll be waiting. I'm tipping in. I'm tipping in. Slip, slip, slipping in. Wonder if she'll be waving that rolling pin. Hey, feet be quiet. The dawn is breaking. There'll be a riot if she'll be waking. Does my head spinning around? Where have I been? I don't know. Gonna take my shoes off. No socks? I'm tipping in. Gotta take my shoes off. I'm tipping in. I'm tipping in. I'm tipping in. I'm tipping in.
Coming in, boy.
I'm tipping in.
As June 54 release there for the Larks on the Lloyd's label. That's their second of 6 on Lloyd's. Tippin' In is the name of the tune. It was store stock, these 45s. How about 78s, Johnny? That I told you, I mentioned before the story I had here. I traded 3 Beatles LPs for a whole bunch of store stock 78s from Glenn Fousel. He was working for Louis Silvani at the time. Used to see Glenn in the store in Dobbs Ferry, New York. Used to go there every Saturday morning ordering 45s out of the Silver Kreider book. I used that Silver Kreider book, was just going down. I went through every label in that book, and I would tell Glenn, do you have this one? Do you have this one? Do you have this one? And I would say yes, no, and then I said, well, wait a minute here. He goes, I have some Beatle LPs. He goes, you do? I said, yeah, I got that Beatles versus the Four Seasons on VJ without the poster. He says, well, I'm interested in it. Would you like to trade it for some 78s? I said, that sounds cool. Okay, I'll do it. So I ended up getting records like this to put in my collection. But anyway, I digress. We got a few more records to go here in the 1954 block. And let's go to Cincinnati, Ohio for this next group. First recording for Henry Stone's Rockin' record label, which was distributed by Deluxe Records. Their next 3 releases came out on the Deluxe label. This was their second and probably the hardest to find, I would say. I do have this on a 45. I recently purchased it, I think at the end of last year. Was happy to get the 45 of this, which plays good, but I first had it on a 78. Spence Wooten sold me the 78. Their second release on the Deluxe label. They're called the Crystals, and this was the Crystals group that got that other Crystals group on the Luna label that changed their name. But this group not related to any other Crystals group, but it's a great 2-sided 45. Let's go to February 45. How about 78? February 54. The Crystals on Deluxe. The song is called My Love.
You
That's February 54 release for the Crystals. The Crystals on Sid Nathan's Deluxe Records out of Cincinnati, Ohio. My Love. That's a hard record to find either way on a 78 or a 45. We stay in the year 1954 with another flip side from a couple weeks ago. We go to Randy Wood's Dot Records. They were out of Gallatin, Tennessee at the time. This group was out of Indianapolis, Indiana. They were called the Five Dots. Played their debut single called The Other Night a couple weeks ago. Let's give a spin to the flip side. And I have this one on a flexi disc too. That's the best way to have your 78s. We go to June of 1954. The Five Dots on the Dot record label. The song is called Each Night.
Loving each night, each night. I need a little loving each night, each night. I need a little loving each night, each night. When the sun goes down, my head goes spinning around. Each night when the moon shines bright, with you I feel alright. Each night I need a little loving each night. Each night I need a little loving each night. Well, each night I need a little loving each night. Yes, each night I need a little loving each night. Each night when I go to bed, I dream of my darling dear. My heart is full of pain, and tears tumble down like rain. Each night I need a little loving each night. Blow, 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 blow. Yeah, 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 yeah. Blow, 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 yeah. Darling dear, my heart is full of pain, and tears tumble down like rain. Each night I need a little loving each night.
There you go with the sound. Hold on, folks. There you go with the sound of the Five Dots. The Five Dots from June 1954 on Randy Wood's Dot record label, Each Night. That's the flip side of The Other Night. That's a cool record. I remember when I found my first 45 of that, I said, hey, I don't think this is an original. It wasn't an original. I thought it was for a long time. I think it was a Ratio boot, if I'm not mistaken. But then I ended up getting the real 45 and the 78 sound, although the Dots do sound pretty good anyway, even on a 45. But there you go. This group would sign with Mel Herman's Note record label with their next release. To follow that one up with another one on Note, they became the Counts. I think they sound very similar to the Counts that recorded for the Dot label. and maybe that was their aim. It really was. So I am your disc jockey here for a Thursday afternoon, welcoming new people into the program. And we do this show every other week, and I play only vinyl here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, hence the name. But I do 3 shows here on YouTube. Wednesday nights, it's a soul show. Had a big turnout on last night's show from 9 p.m. Eastern Time till midnight. If you miss any of the shows, you can tune in on YouTube. They posted it. I was worried about the Motown releases that I played, because I played some Miracles and Temptations, and the copyright police came out and they were like, you're playing, we might shut your video down, which is the worst. But they've been pretty lenient with me for the most part. This is the 78 show. We do it from 2 p.m. Eastern Time here in the United States till about 4:30, and I try to get in a European audience to come in to look at the program, because they're like, it's nighttime there for them. So, and then I'm back on Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time till midnight with 1950s and early 60s 45s requested by you, the listeners. So if you're new to the program, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell to get notifications. That's the best way. You'll get an email, and then you can just click to the show. If it's ever not there, go to my community tab. I'll put the link to at least the MP3, because I record all these shows with my B-U-T-T software. Anyway, let us continue here. We are in the year 1954, and let's make our first trip to the Bronx, New York for this next group, which included William Edwards, Jimmy Keys, Floyd McRae, Claude Feaster, and lead singer Carl Feaster. And they recorded as the Chords. Their biggest hit, the original version of the song Shaboom, which was their debut single. Now, this is the B-side to their follow-up, and what the A-side was called, I think, Zippity Zum. But this is the B-side of that, and they had to change their name from the Chords because there was already a Chords group that was out there, so they were forced to change it, and the label picked the name. They changed it to the Chord Cats. That's because Liz Claiborne, she already managed a group by the same name, and so they became the Chord Cats. So I'm featuring the True First Press on a 78 as the Chords from September 54. The Chords on Cat. This is Carl Feaster on lead. It's called Bless You, parentheses, for Being an Angel. These are the Chords.
Oh, bless you for being an angel. Just when it seemed that heaven was not for me, darling, oh bless you for building a new dream. Just when that old dream crumbles so helplessly, and that vine-covered chapel on the hill, your face was a hem that lingers still. I cried, oh bless you, my darling, my angel. Heaven is mine and life is divine with you. longer still. I cried, oh bless you, my darling, my angel. Heaven is mine and life is divine with you. Bong, 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 bong,
September 54 release there for the Chords, or you may have it as the Chord Cats. It's on the Cat record label subsidiary of Atlantic Records. Bless You for Being an Angel. And that one there featuring Carl Feaster on lead. Let's stay in 1954, and we'll go back to Washington, D.C. This group first recording for the Rainbow label in the fall of 1950. Then signing with Atlantic Records in early 1953. They would have 22 releases on the Atlantic label through January 1958. Let's give a listen to their 9th release, which was a big R&B hit for them. Actually, both sides of this 78 was a big hit. This was number 2 on the Billboard R&B chart. It features Charlie White on lead. Now, prior to joining the Clovers, he was a member of Billy Ward and the Dominoes. And the odd thing, he was put out after he left the group to form his group called the Playboys that recorded for that Cat label. But let's go to February 54 now for the Clovers. The Clovers with Charlie White on lead on Atlantic Records, and it's an R&B hit. It's called Lovey Dovey.
Papaya, papaya, papaya. Well, you the cutest thing that I did ever see. I really love your peaches, gonna shake your tree. Lovey-dovey, lovey-dovey all the time. Lovey-dovey, I can't get you out of my mind. Every time you kiss me, you just thrill me so. So never, 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 never let me go, oh, baby. Lovey-dovey all the time. Lovey-dovey, I can't get you out of my mind. I sigh with the feeling when you are near me. I'm high as the ceiling. Oh baby, hear me, 'cause I'm saying that I love you. Next time I'll bug you. Give it up, pretty mama. I can't wait because my love is tumbling down. I feel the move. For you, my darling, I would break my mama's rule. Oh baby, lovey-dovey all the time. Lovey-dovey, I can't get you out of my mind. Papaya, papaya, papaya. The kiss I'm stealing has got me falling. My head is reeling. My heart is rolling, baby, never leave me. Don't deceive me, love me, pretty mama. Got to have you, 'cause I never, never knew the thrill of ecstasy. So tell me that it's gonna be just you and me. Lovey-dovey, lovey-dovey all the time. Lovey-dovey, I can't get you out of my mind.
Yeah, That's the great sound of the Clovers here on the Vinyl Treasure Show from February 54. That's Charlie White on lead, the Clovers on Atlantic, a big R&B hit for the group. Lovey-Dovey is the name of the tune. Johnny G's your lovey-dovey DJ for a Thursday. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel as we have one more from the year 1954. Let's go out to the West Coast for this next 78. This came out on Larry Goldberg and Al Schlesinger's R&B record label, which was out of Hollywood, California. Now, the lead singer previously sang with a group Gene Forrest and the Four Feathers. They recorded for the Aladdin record label in 1953, but he's being backed up by a group called the Blenders, who members are unknown, but the singer here, the lead here, is Earl Curry. This is Earl Curry and the Blenders from November 1954, a song I first heard on the Time Capsule Show. We go to the R&B record label out of California for Earl Curry and the Blenders and their tune called Late Rising Moon.
The moon, the sun, they shine for you. The moon, the sun, they shine for you. The late rising moon, the early rising sun, they're in the heavens, but not just for fun. Darling, here's what they have done.
What they have done.
The late rising moon, the early rising sun, they let me know you're the only one. Darling, I'm in love with you.
In love with you.
God put the moon in the heavens. He put the sun there too. He didn't put them there for me. He also put them there for you.
The moon, the sun, they shine for you. The moon, the sun, they shine for you. The late rising moon, the early rising sun, they light the heavens for each and every one. So darling, say that you love me too.
Yes, memories of the Time Capsule Show. That one there from November 1954. Earl Curry and the Blenders on the R&B record label Late Rising Moon is the name of the tune. Now, Earl Curry would have a follow-up on the R&B label, but without a group, and he had a couple of solo efforts on one on RPM and another one on the Imperial record label. We got to say hello to Joe Marchesani, who does tune in to the All 78 show here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's continue here as we move into 1955 now, and let's stay out on the West Coast. This lead here was first a member of the Medallions that recorded for Dootsy Williams' Dutone record label. His name was Donald Woods, but there was a friction between him and lead singer Vernon Green, and they both were songwriters and wanted to record, but Dootsy Williams sided with Vernon Green, and then he ended up calling the group Vernon Green and the Medallions, and that kind of like ticked off Donald Woods. So in 1954, Woods and three other members of the group left and formed the Vel-Aires, signing with Max Fertag's Flip Records. Now, after the group's second release on the Flip label, the name was changed to the Vel-Aires, probably because of an already existing Vel-Aires group. They already existed. But here's the group's third of six with the Ray Johnson Combo, and this is from June of '55. We go to Flip Records out of Hollywood, California for Donald Woods and the Vel-Aires, and the song is called Man from Utopia.
This is the story of a man who lives in Utopia. Well, this is the story of a man who lives in Utopia. He was a funny little fellow and people are not sure to know. Well, he had a girl, name was Mary Lou. Well, he had a girl, name was Mary Lou. She did everything for him that he could do. Oh, but still, he wouldn't treat her right. Oh, but still, he wouldn't treat her right. He would leave in the morning, don't come home till late at night. Oh, Mary Lou, oh, shout you big fool. Oh, Mary Lou, oh, big fool. You did everything for him that you could do. Oh, but still, he wouldn't treat you right. Oh, but still, he wouldn't treat you right. He would leave in the morning, don't come home till late at night. Oh, Mary Lou, oh, child, you big fool. Oh, Mary Lou, oh, big fool. Oh, you did everything for him that you could do.
Sounds of California here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, June '55 release for Donald Woods and the Vel-Aires on Flip Records, Man from Utopia. The flip side is a very depressing song. Like Death of an Angel, I think is the name of the tune. But anyway, let us continue here in 1955. Let's go back to Harlem, New York, to Morty Shad's Harlem record label for The Sound of the Empires. Now, after their first two releases for Harlem Records, Corn Whiskey and Magic Mirror, they backed up a singer by the name of Lightning Jr., who was an alias for veteran bluesman champion Jack Dupree. And Shad issued this in May of 1955. We go to the Harlem record label from May 55, Lightning Jr. and the Empires. It's called Ragged and Hungry.
Well,
Baby, I'm broke and I'm hungry too. Yeah, I'm raggedy and I'm dirty. Baby, you know I'm broke and I'm hungry too. Well, if I clean up pretty mama, could I spend my whole life with you? Well, my shoes is all busted, and my feet is on the naked ground. Yeah, my shoes is all busted, and my feet is on the naked ground. Well, the people are looking at me, picking up cigarette butts off the ground. Baby, I ain't got nobody. Baby, and you know just how I feel. Yeah, I ain't got nobody. And you know, baby, just how I feel. I got to go around wiping windows on the automobile to try to get myself a decent meal.
Yeah, that is actually champion Jack Dupree, but he's under the alias Lightning Jr. From May 1955, being backed up by the Empires. It's on the Harlem record label. Ragged and Hungry is the name of the tune. And these Empires, with their very next release, backed up some other well, actually, they backed up two other recording artists on the Harlem label. Bobby Sue. There was Bobby Sue and her Freeloaders. Those were the Empires. And they, wait a second, and did I mess that up? No, they backed them. They also recorded the Empires on the Wing record label, and also as the Prestos on the Mercury label, and the Whirlers on the Whirling Disc record label. There you go. As we continue here on the All 78 show, we are in the year 1955. This next singer, songwriter, and pianist, born in Kirbyville, Texas, was at one time billed the Baron of the Boogie in the early 1940s. I should say in the early 1940s, he would have his own radio show out of Beaumont, Texas on KFDM. And then in 1942, he moved to LA, joining Johnny Moore's Three Blazers, and he wrote and recorded his first tune, a song called Blues at Sunrise, which was issued on his own label. He owned a label called Ivory Records. It was a big hit back in 1945 and on the R&B chart, but he also founded the label, a Pacific label. That was his label. That was in 1947. Other releases followed. He was on a lot of labels, folks. He was on Four Star and also the King label. Then he eventually signed with MGM Records in late 1949 and would have another big hit, his first release on MGM, with a song called I Almost Lost My Mind. Then in late 54, he made his way to Atlantic Records, had 12 releases on the Atlantic label. Let's give a listen to his second. It's a song he wrote, and he's being backed up by the Ivory Tones, who are really the Q's. Let's go to June of 55 for Mr. Ivory Joe Hunter and the Ivory Tones on Atlantic Records. It's called I Want Somebody.
Bill, sha-da-da-da-bill, 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 sha-da-da-da. I want somebody to tell my trouble to. I want somebody to tell my troubles to. I want someone to tell my troubles to. Oh, tell me, pretty baby, if it can be you. I hope you tell me that you need me too. I want somebody to talk sweet talk to me. I want somebody to talk sweet talk to me. I want someone to talk sweet talk to me. I'm talking to you, baby, can't you plainly see? You know just who that one can be. Come here, pretty mama, let me talk to you. 'Cause I want you only, 'cause no one else will do. I want somebody to hug and squeeze me tight. I want somebody to hug and squeeze me tight. I want someone to hug and squeeze me tight. Squeeze me pretty baby till my heart's delight. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, then everything will be alright. Pretty baby till my heart's delight. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, and everything will be alright.
That's the sound of Ivory Joe Hunter and the Ivory Tones, a.k.a. the Q's, from June 1955. It's on the Atlantic record label. I Want Somebody is the name of the tunes. I think the Q's would back him up on two other Atlantic singles, and he continued to record with other labels, lots of different labels: Dot, Gold Disc, Capitol, VJ, Smash, Stax, Teardrop, Gold Wax, Veep, Soundstage 7, Epic, and finally his last release in October of '73 on the Paramount record label. It was unfortunate he would pass away on November 8th of 1974. He was only 60 years old and died from complications of lung cancer, and we remember him here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's stay in 1955. Let's go out to Philadelphia, PA now, and fill a request for listener Emnon. This song first issued on the Gen D record label, which I think the 45s were pressed by RCA, and they sound much better fidelity than the second press that came out in October of '55 when it was picked up by Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. But the 78 sounds so much better than the 45, I have to say. And they're called the Five Notes. This is with the number 5, not to be confused with the 5 notes that recorded for the Chess record label. These are the 5 notes with the Hamiltones, probably providing the instrumentation from October '55 on Josie Records for Emnon. The song is called You Are So Beautiful.
You are so beautiful. You are a dream divine. But there's a danger sign. I can see deep within. said you are beautiful, and I am such a fool. You simply make the rule. How can I ever win? I know I am a dreamer. To think you would give in. Oh, helpless, wishful dreamer, who knew long ago this should not have been. But you're so beautiful, and when you touch my hand, I'm in a wonderland, back in the same old spin. I know I am a dreamer, to think you would give in. Oh, helpless, wishful dreamer, who knew long ago this should not have been. But you're so beautiful, and when you touch my hand, I'm in a wonderland, back in the same old
There you go. That's going out to Amnon. I could take requests here on the 78 show if I happen to find them, because I don't know what 78s I have, what I'm going to uncover in the boxes I have. But Amnon requested this great tune, October 55 release for the 5 Notes with the Hamiltones on Josie Records, first issued on Gen D Records. You Are So Beautiful is the name of the tune. One more 78 in the 55 block as we go to Don Roby's Peacock record label out of Houston, Texas. Now, Tony Barcia mentioned that Alan Freed played this 5 Notes song, You Are So Beautiful. I know Alan Freed played this next song, played it on his Wins program. I heard it on an air check he did from early 1955. Now, top billing goes to West Coast band leader Johnny Otis and his orchestra, but in small print you see vocal by Junior and Marie. Now, Junior is Junior Ryder and Marie is Marie Adams, and they both get writer credit on this along with Johnny Otis. Let's go to February of 1955 for Junior and Marie on the Peacock record label. It's called Boom Diddy Wah Wah.
Just kiss me one more time before you go. Just kiss me one more time before you go. Because you know I love you so. Now if you leave me, baby, you're gonna make me blue. Now if you leave me, baby, you're gonna make me blue. Because you know I love you so. Well, boom, diddy, wah, wah, baby. Baby, please don't go. Boom, diddy, wah, wah, baby. Baby, please don't go. Because you know I love you so. won't be true. Now you're my heart's desire, but you won't be true, because you know I love you so. First you make sweet love to me, then you break my heart. First you make sweet love to me, then you break my heart, because you know I love you so. Yes, boom diddy wah wah, baby. Baby, please don't go. Boom diddy wah wah, baby. Baby, please don't go, because you know I love you so.
As February 1955 release there for Junior and Marie, that's Junior Ryder and Marie Adams, on Don Robey's Peacock record label. Boom Diddy Wawa is the name of that tune. Now, the flip side of this was a tribute song to the late Johnny Ace, as done solo by Marie Adams. It was called In Memory, parentheses, a tribute to Johnny Ace. I think Junior Ryder also sang in another duet. I think he was part of Sugar and Spice. I think he was a part of that duet. Again, if you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com for any of the shows. And if it fits if I have it, the 45 or 78, I will gladly play it here, but it fits the format of the program. It's vinyltreasures@aol.com. We move into 1956 now. Let's go back to Chicago for the debut single for this next group. They were managed by Chicago disc jockey Nathaniel Montague. He was known as the Magnificent Montague. He was a DJ on WAAF, a station out of Chicago. He brought the group to Vivian Carter, owner of VJ Records, and the Magnificent Montague co-wrote this tune along with Edward Abner. Edward Abner was a co-owner and GM of the VJ record label, and this happened to be the group's biggest hit. We'll send it out to Tommy Albergo. He's tuned into the program today. This features Johnny Keys on lead from April 56. The Magnificence on VJ Records. It's called Up on the Mountain.
Loom de loom de loop, bye bye loom de loom de loop.
I love you.
Bye loom de loop, bye.
Yes, I do. Your love is true. For you and me, we'll make a place behind the tree where love is free. For you and me, love is true. Well, now I went up on the mountain one bright and early morning, and I fell down on my knees, and then I sang this song. Oh, oh, darling, my little darling, hear my plea, don't leave me.
Yes, I'm gonna sing about the girl who broke my heart.
Took my money and it ain't funny why'd you go. Well, now I asked your sister Mary, and I asked your sister Sue, I even asked your mother, oh, what became of you? Oh, oh, darling, my little darling, hear my plea, don't leave me.
I'm gonna sing, yes, I'm gonna talk about the girl who took my gold.
Why did you leave me? Why did you go and make me cry? You took my money,
Well, you took my money, Well, you took my money. Baby, it ain't funny.
Now I remember a long time ago, you went away and left me. The reason I don't know. Oh, oh, darling, my little darling, hear my plea, don't leave me.
I'm gonna sing, yes, I'm gonna shout
did you go? I love you so. I lost my head.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't got no bread.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds of 1956 here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, sounding so good on a 78. That plays so much better than the VJ. The promos are nice to get on the VJ 45s and the West Coast Monarch presses. I have to say are the best, but there you go. The Magnificence, their debut single on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. Johnny Keys on lead, April 56 release. Up on the Mountain as we continue here in the year 1956. Here's a flip side from the last 78 show. Featured this gal from Harlem, New York, Ruth McFadden. Her second of three on High Weiss's Old Town record label. I played the, I think it was the intended B-side, You For Me. I think it was the Solitaires, I think, were backing her up on that side. But here's the flip side, and we know the Royal Tones are backing her up on this because it's mentioned on the label. Of course, they had a New York hit just prior to this release. A song called Crazy Love came out on Old Town 1018. This is Old Town 1020, and this is the follow-up to her tune, Darling, Listen to the Words of This Song, a big play for Alan Freed. But let's go to March of 1956. Ruth McFadden and the Royal Tones on the Old Town record label. It's called Two in Love, parentheses, with Only One Heart. As March 56 release there for Ruth McFadden with the Royal Tones backing her up. High Weiss's Old Town record label, Two in Love, parentheses, with Only One Heart is the name of the tune. Her third release is the hardest, one of her hardest to find on Old Town Records. Schoolboy is the name of the tune. The harp tones are backing her up on that. I have that one on a 45. Johnny G here on a Thursday. Thank you all for tuning into the program. Again, if you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. If you're just finding out about the show, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Click that bell to get notified notifications. Give me a thumbs up too if you dig what you're hearing. And I'll be back Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for more 50s and early 60s, but 45s out of my collection, all request show coming up this Saturday as we continue in the year 1956. Another flip side from a couple weeks ago, I played a request for listener Emnon, this group from South Central Los Angeles. They signed with Art Roop's specialty record label. Now, Emnon requested their second release for specialty, Pretty Little Girl, written by the lead singer. His name was Horace Wooten. Emnon also requested the flip side, again written by the lead singer, Horace Wooten. It's with Bumps Blackwell and his orchestra. Let's go to April of 56 for the Chimes. The Chimes on Specialty Records. The song is called Chop Chop for Emnon.
Oh, well, the chop chop boom boom, ooh, you so
Chop chop boom boom, ooh you so chop chop boom boom, ooh you so chop chop boom boom, ooh you so boom boom boom. Oh, diamonds on her fingers, shiny little nose. She reminds me of a pretty rose. That's my chop chop, I love her so. Oh yeah. Well, my dear, I love you. I put no one above you. You chop chop, I love you so. I want you, pretty baby. I want you by my side. I need you, pretty baby. Ooh, baby. 'Cause I love you, oh so. Oh boy, she's so sweet to me. She's the way all girls ought to be. That's the chop chop, I love you so. Oh yeah, hey. Oh. Yeah. Baby. Ooh, baby. Hey. Oh. Yeah. Well. Oh, diamonds on her fingers, shiny little nose. She reminds me of a pretty rose. That's a chop chop, I love her so. Oh yeah. Well, my dear, I love you. I put no one above you. You're my chop chop, I love you so. I want you, pretty baby. Yeah, baby. I want you by my side. I need you, pretty baby. Baby. 'Cause I love you, oh so. Oh boy, she's so sweet to me. She's the way all girls ought to be. That's my chop chop, I love her so. Well, that's why I love her so.
That's going out to listener Amnon. That's the sound of the Chimes. The Chimes from April 56. It's on Art Roop's specialty record label. Chop Chop is the name of the tune. This group would back up Tony Allen. Tony Allen, I think they were first known as the Champs, but then they changed their name to the Chimes with his specialty releases. And the lead singer, Horace Wooten, he went on to record as lead of the Vel-Aires on the Jade record label. That's a rare 45, which I have since upgraded. I have a nice copy of that. And it was also the lead of the Tangents that recorded for the Fresh record label. Johnny G continuing here with the 78, sounding so great on when it's mint shellac. They sound really nice. And we are in the year 1956. Let's go to Brooklyn, New York now with the debut single for this group on Monty Bruce's Tetra record label. And interesting people playing instruments on here. Buddy Lucas is on saxophone. Ken Burrell is on guitar, and Bobby Gregg, he's on the drums. This group is called the Neons, and the song co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Frank Vignari. This was a big number 6 record on WILY in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, their first of 2 on the Tetra label from June 56. The Neons with their tune called Angel Face.
Angel face, I love you so. Oh, want you to know. Oh, don't ever go. Don't ever go. Angel face, come back to me. Please hear my plea. Please love me.
Well, morning and night I think of you, wishing that you were near. Since you've been away, I've hoped and I prayed,
But I don't see anything clear. Angel face, I love you so. Oh, want you to know. Oh, don't ever go, 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 go. Angel face, I love you so. Oh, want you to know. Oh, don't ever go.
well, morning and night I think of you, wishing that you were near. Since you've been away, I've hoped and I prayed,
But I don't see anything clear. Angel face, come back to me. Please hear my plea. Please love me, 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 me.
As June 56 release after the Neons, their first of two on the Tetra label. Angel Face is the name of the two. Now, the song would be re-released on George Goldner's Gone record label in 1960 as the flip side to a tune they do called Golden Dreams. We're winding down here on the 78 program. Let's move into 1957. Let's go back out to California now, as this singer previously was a member of a group called the Marbles. I think he sang lead on one of the sides on the Lucky record label. I don't have an original of that, but then that group would add one more member and change their name to the Jewels. They would have a number of releases on both the R&B and Imperial record labels. He would leave the group for a solo career in late 1956. Here's his first solo effort. Was a song he wrote. I think there are gals backing him up on this one here, from February 57. Let's give a listen to Rudy Jackson. Rudy Jackson on Imperial Records. The song is called Give Me Your Hand. Rudy Jackson.
I need your love. It's a burning fire. I need your love, 'cause you're my one desire. So just give me your hand to have and to hold, the way that I love you is a story untold. I want you, darling, Oh, please, please understand. I don't care how you use me, just as long as I'm your man. So just give me your hand. To have and to hold, the way that I love you is a story untold.
There you go. That's February 57 release, the first solo effort for Rudy Jackson. Rudy Jackson on the Imperial record label. Give Me Your Hand is the name of the tune. 3 more 78s to go before we sign off here for a Thursday afternoon. And we got one more in the year 1957 block. That's the flip side from the last 78 show. As I featured this group from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the Five Royales featured their 14th of 28 on Sid Nathan's King record label. The song was called Think. The A-side was called Think. Well, let's give a listen to the flip side of this 78, because I like the B-side too, written by 3 of the group members, Jimmy Moore, Obadiah Carter, and Eugene Tanner, who was the brother of lead singer Johnny Tanner. He's doing lead on this side, Johnny Tanner. May 1957, the flip side of Think, the Five Royales on King, Sid Nathan's King Records. It's called I'd Better Make a Move.
Almost crazy, but I made up my mind. I'm going back home to the girl I left behind. I believe I'd better make a move. Now I've been gone for such a long time. I'm tired of lonely nights, and I'm tired of weeping and crying. I believe I'd better make a move. I'm all alone, all by myself.
Man, didn't you know that before you left?
I'm sick and tired of being alone. She won't even answer the telephone. I better move. I better move. I better move. I better move. Yes, I believe. I better make a move. I'm so ashamed to show my face. I know I'm a horse if I never win a race. I believe I better move. Yes, I believe I better
There you go. That's John. Who is calling at this time? It better not be my sister. That's Johnny Tanner and the Five Royales from May 1957. That's on Sid Nathan's King record label. A song entitled I'd Better Make a Move. We're also almost time to make a move. 2 more 78s to go before we sign off here. Let's move into the year 1958 as 78s become scarcer as you get Was we get later on in the 1950s, 1958, then you're talking about harder 78s to come by. They were available, but not common. I wouldn't say you can go in every store, and because the pressing plants were converting over to 45s. And we go to Detroit, Michigan now, to Devorah Brown's legendary Fortune record label. Now, when lead singer Nolan Strong was drafted into the service, I think that was 1956, they thought they had enough in the can of these masters to release while he was away. And but they kind of ran out, I think, is what they did. So they released others they recorded others without Nolan Strong, and this was one of those, the Diablos without Nolan Strong. Now, this group for this side included Bob Chico Edwards, James W. Johnson, Jim Strong, and the lead singer on this, his name is Willie Hunter, who co-wrote this tune together with group member Jim Strong. So this is from 1958. Let's give a listen to the Diablos without Nolan Strong on Fortune Records. The song is called Harriet.
Whoa, and oh, whoa, and oh,
It's Harriet. Love that can't be found. It's Harriet. Ooh, really, really loved me, but I was too to see. Harriet. Oh, and oh, Harriet. Harriet. Please, come on, mend my broken heart. And I won't be blind anymore. I just want a chance to show how much I love and need you. Come on back, then I'll be true. I want you, I need you. Harriet, where are you? Where are you? Harry, yeah. Whoa, and oh, whoa. Mm-hmm. Whoa, and oh, whoa.
There you go. That's on the legendary Fortune record label. The 78s play better than the 45s, I will guarantee that. 1958, those are the Diablos without Nolan Strong. That's Willie Hunter on lead. Harriet is the name of the tune. I think Nolan was actually kind of perturbed that they recorded this. I think that he liked this girl, and so did this Willie Hunter. It was like, you wrote a song about my girlfriend, or they were competing over this gal, Harriet. But anyway, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. Want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 78s out of my collection. Again, if you have a request, you need to get in touch with me. You can send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number for your host disc jockey here, and I'll be back in 2 weeks to do this show again. It should be interesting in the next couple of weeks, but thank you all for being here. And again, I will be back on this coming Saturday evening beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 till midnight, with your requests. So if you like this kind of music, 1950s and early 60s, please tune into that program. If you like soul 45s or soul music, I do a Wednesday show on YouTube. Also broadcast live on Oldies and More Radio simultaneously. That's a stream. That'll be Wednesday on Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. till midnight. Again, I'll be back. But thank you all for being here and listening in on the tunes. We picked up some subscribers today. That is a good thing. And again, this video should be up. The copyright police, they left me alone. But again, if the video doesn't show up there, the chat won't be there. It'll be there in a couple hours. They've been really good. I don't know what YouTube did with the posting of the chat, but it goes up pretty quick. But again, thank you all for being here. Our closer to this afternoon is actually a flip side from last week. This is probably not easy to find on a 78. This Flexi 78 on Joe Carlton's Carlton label, and it's by Tommy Frederick and the High Notes. And last week, 2 weeks ago, I played the A-side called The Prince of Players. But I neglected to mention back then that prior to recording with this group, he was in a group called the Vibratomes. I think it was Sabby Lewis and the Vibratomes. Sabby Lewis was the band leader. But he was in the Vibratomes on ABC Paramount, and he was the lead singer on that song Regretting. But he also had some solo efforts after this. But this kicked off the Carlton record label. Carlton what? 780 it was. So anyway, we're going to flip over that song called The Prince of Players. Came out in January of 58. Our closer today, Tommy Frederick and the High Notes. It's called I'm Not Pretending, and that's a fact. Johnny G plays only real original vinyl here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Thank you all for being here again. Enjoy the remainder of your evening or afternoon, and I'll see many of you on Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long.
I'm not pretending that I love you. I love you more than words can say. I'm not pretending. My heart grows fonder. My love grows stronger from day to day. I'm not pretending. The sun is shining. It always shines, yes, when you're with me. No cloudy weather when we're together, and close together we'll always be. I love you, love you, love you, love you. Need you, need you, need you, need you. Want you, don't you know? So never, never, never leave me, leave me, leave me, never, never let me go. I'm not pretending that I'm in heaven. It's always heaven, yes, when I'm with you. My love for you